Hello friends and welcome to the next video. Guess what we're talking about? This video is for beginners, or if you feel like you have to get back in touch with the basics of hand technique. Okay, so how to hold your sticks. There's many things I want to say about this first of all. Now, there seems to be a great amount of controversy about holding your sticks, and a great many invented ways that you should be holding your sticks by so-called, teachers on YouTube or wherever. I have seen the most appalling, irresponsible, crazy stuff that I cannot imagine why somebody would do that to someone wanting to learn drums. It's completely irresponsible to show the wrong thing when it comes to this, especially to beginners, and especially someone who has a passion for drumming so deep that they want to take lessons, right? It's really important to know the basics of how to hold your sticks, okay? So let's start with a bit of human anatomy, all right? So if you notice your hands, okay? Your hands. If you stand up, I'm going to stand up, you'll notice the position of your hands. Now, if I turn my hands like this, you'll notice the position. You notice that the fingers are just relaxed like this, right? My fingers are not like this. My wrists are not like this. I don't go around walking around the street like this, right? Right? So you have to keep that in mind. Human anatomy. The perfectly natural way that your hand falls, okay, is the way that you have to frame the stick inside of your hand. Keeping in mind nature, absolutely natural movement, no additional movement, okay? Not clamping down, not this, or any other kind of weirdness, okay? So what I would do if I were you, I would shake out my hands like so, and make sure that everything is totally relaxed. Now you want to take a look at your hand, okay? Take a look at your hand, make sure that it's totally relaxed, all right? Now, take one stick and put it in the other hand, all right, without making any movements, all right? Now the first thing you're going to want to do is grab the stick, all right? Do not grab the stick. Leave your hand in a perfectly natural position and simply slide the stick into your hand, okay, into this position. Now, you want to slide it between the thumb and the first joint here and the second joint in this area right here, okay? So, again, shake out your hand, slide the stick into the hand, so that the stick is right there. Now slightly grab on so it doesn't fall out. I mean slightly, okay? Now look at that position. That is totally like nothing is in my hand. A total part of like a natural thing, not some foreign object in my hand, right? It's totally natural. It's as if it was an extension of my arm. Now you notice that it's an extension of my arm. It's not like this, and it's not like this, okay? It's just an extension of my arm. If you look at your arm from here, your stick should follow that line, okay? Now, you'll notice that the thumb, the meat of the thumb, is on the stick. It's not like this, with it sideways. It's not like this, with the thumb here, okay? That's not cool. The thumb down like that, that's not cool. The thumb should be the meat of the thumb on the stick like that, okay? Now, it's hard to be this close and get the right position, okay? So if you hang your arm down like that, the stick should be pretty much straight. Not like this. If you're doing this, if this is happening to you, this is what you're doing, pushing the stick too hard with your thumb, all right? You're pushing the stick. This is what happens. You push the stick. This is what happens, see? Do not push the stick that way. Leave it in your hand as if nothing is in your hand. And when you put the stick in, you slightly grab on with the most minimal movement that you can possibly make. Then you lift, okay? You see that the stick is pretty much, I have to step back again. It's pretty much following the line of my arm, okay? When you lift up, lift from your elbow like this. You see? These fingers should not be doing anything. Do not grab on with your back fingers. Your back fingers just hang, okay? They just hang for now. In the basic grip, you do not, this is not correct. Okay, I've seen some cuckoo guys showing to hold the stick like that. I mean, they should be really fined by the PAS, or people should just present their hospital bills to them, because it's really incredible. So when you have both sticks, once you know how to hold one, the other one should be pretty much identical. Okay, now if you see there, I am like as if nothing is in my hands. Okay, I lift my hands from the elbows, and that's what it should look like. All right. The thumb and the finger here is the first point of contact you want to develop. All right. Nothing else right now. Now, why? Because, my friends, there are many reasons that we get into trouble with hand technique, especially when you're starting out. What happens to your mind when you play drums? The point of contact with your instrument, okay, is this. The connection between your body and the sticks, okay? There is much anxiety that can be created if this is not together, okay? In general, too, there's much anxiety. Imagine, you know, you put your whole life into your playing. You maybe even validate your whole existence because of your playing. Or, you know, whether you want to prove something to the world, or you want to get the girl, or you want to, whatever you want to do. This is the point of contact between you and the instrument that's going to facilitate all your dreams coming through, or your expression, right? You want your expression, you want whatever you want to say, you want to say it through your instrument. So this is the point of contact, right? Right here, between you and the infinite possibilities of whatever your life is going to turn out like, okay? The point of contact can be a source of great anxiety. So what happens? You want to hold on to the stick, you want to grip on, right? So that nothing can get in between you and the drums. If your stick flies away, you're totally screwed, right? Oh no, I can't play anymore. So you hold on with all your fingers, and you clamp onto the stick like this. What that is called, it's called being totally out of control, okay? Fighting nature. You're going to fight the rebound, because like this, you have no rebound. I don't know who, you know, whoever came up with this should be like, really, I don't know what to say. So when you are in control, of course, you know, let's use an analogy that everybody knows. Open a faucet, you test how much water will come out, and you're able to gauge how much water you want to come out. It's the same, okay, feeling here. How much pressure you apply to your stick in your hand is going to be pretty much dictated by what you play in the long run, okay? For now, I just want you to have a point of contact that is open, flowing, okay? We want the all the way. We want to open the, oh my God, I can't remember, the faucet. We want to open the faucet all the way so that nature can dictate your capacity to express yourself, okay? When you clamp onto the stick, you're putting the brakes on the rebound stroke, which is the basis of all drumming, right? Wrist stroke and rebound stroke, those are the basic things that you need to develop, okay? I would say at the same time. But when you do all wrist stroke, you don't have to think about the rebound. But once the rebound is in there, if you're grasping on like this, there's no way the stick is going to bounce, okay? So you have to develop that touch. That touch and that feeling of flowing naturally. You see, the stick is part of my arm. It's not like this. It's not like this. You know, a big problem I see a lot of people is this insane curvature like this when they're playing, right? You should always strive as much as you can to leave your hand alone, not do any extra moves. Remember, extra moves, what are they? Your brain is telling your hand, you're sending electronic signals, electrical impulses to your muscles to do something, to open, to close. If you're going like this, it's not because you have a stick in your hand, it's because your brain is saying do that. Why on earth would you subject yourself to that, okay? This is nature, okay? The first contact point like this, all right? Absolutely natural, absolutely something you have to get down. It's the first thing. Later, you're going to add other fingers. We're not going to talk about that right now because I don't want you to get confused, okay? This is what all the great hand masters taught me. Murray, Freddie Gruber, Richard Wilson, and a few other, Joe Percar, a few other great players, they told me this is what the first thing I had to do, okay, is to get that touch, to see where my point of contact is and feel it in a totally natural way, okay? Not adding any extra brain signals to my hands, okay? No. Nature, natural, okay? Now, okay, I hope that clears things up a bit. The next thing you should know is your hand positions, okay? Hand positions, so important because they come into play at every stage of your playing. So my first lesson with Murray was this, hand positions. Position 1, don't do anything with your hands. Do not send any signals, don't do this, don't do anything weird. Just let your hands hang, all right? This is called neutral position. Your hands are just hanging, okay? Neutral position. This is position 2, when they're straight up, palms facing down, okay? Not like this, not facing each other. And this is position 1, okay? Now, you'll notice, position 1, my fingers are closed, okay? Position 2, they're a little bit more open, and neutral, they're totally open. Why? It's because your fingers are all connected here through your tendon. If you push your arm right here, you're going to see that your fingers are going to move. Okay, so when you elevate your wrist like this, your fingers are going to close because all these tendons are pulling on your fingers. You see, open, close, open, close. There's no need for you to close your hands when you're up here, and no need for you to open your hands when you're down here. It's nature. It's going to happen. You just have to let go, get out of the way of nature. All right, here you're just hanging. Here, position 1, position 2, and neutral. So your first lesson, once you understand how the very basic grip is, you're going to do this exercise. Like Murray told me, just wave bye-bye, like a little baby, wave bye-bye, okay? That's what you should be doing, all right? So position neutral, position 2, position 1. Get a mirror and do this, and make sure you're not going like this, okay? This is not position 2. imagine there's two eyes on the palm of your hands, okay? If they can see, if your hands can see each other, hey, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Wrong, palms down, okay? Position 1, you simply lift your wrist. Do not do this. Do not do this, okay? And do not do stuff like this, where you put your fingers like this. No, your body is going to do it for you. One of the biggest things I see in many players, but mostly beginners, is that you have to get out of your own way. Get out of the way of nature and let your body do what it's supposed to do, okay? Like I said, there are so many things in mind when you start to think about what you're doing, you know, your anxiety, everything you want to do comes through here, this point, everything you want to play, everything you want to say. This is your connection to the infinite with your instrument. The connection to your instrument that gives you the possibilities to talk with the infinite, to experience being a musician, being an artist, okay? So that's why such anxiety develops around your grip. Holding on, or making weird things happen, or obsessively thinking about new techniques when you can't even do the basic, you know. Finger control is one of those things that baffles me. Why people want to learn finger control before they even know how to hold the stick, or before they even know what the rebound stroke is, okay? So it's really weird. But I think because, you know, we have lost touch with the apprenticeship model in drumming, that all these theories get tossed around by kooks who never, you know, like studied seriously, and they just come up with their own stuff, or are self-taught. Nobody is self-taught, by the way. And they just come up with their own theories, and they mess people up. I mean, believe me, why am I so enraged, let's say, about this situation, is because I've seen people end up in the hospital over and over and over, okay? Having to stop playing for 6 months, they're in a cast. I mean, let's face it, you know, it's really, really malevolent to do that to somebody, okay? So, your first exercise, once you know about how to put the stick in your hand, you're going to do the hand positions without the sticks. Neutral, position 2, position 1. 2, neutral. 2, 1, 2, neutral. 1, neutral. 1, 2, 1, 2, neutral. You should be looking in the mirror, okay, and making sure that you're not doing any extra things like this, okay, or this weird stuff with your hands, okay? It seems simple, but I see so many people having difficulty with just this, okay? My first lesson with Murray was 1 week in the mirror, just do this, no playing, just this until you know the positions. Now, why is this so important? Because when you go to play, it should be obvious. Neutral position, 2 and 1, okay? You see, there should be no extra stuff in there like this. No this, no this, no, not like this, palms facing each other. Palms should be facing out. And no gripping with the back fingers either, okay? Just simply this. It's amazing how simple it is, yet how difficult it seems to be when you're starting out, okay? So, why these positions, you might say? I just want to hit the drum like this. It's because when you perform the rebound stroke and other strokes, you see where the positions come in, okay? You lift, neutral position. You reach the top of the stroke, position 2. On the way down, on the whip down, it's position 1. You know, if you have a whip, consider your arm like a whip. Those are the positions. So if your hands don't know to hold the stick yet, you won't be able to, right? Get that out. All right. So those are the reasons for the positions. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you take it very seriously, because it's something that you'll have to work on the rest of your life. I work on this all the time, okay? It's not like I do it one time and then that's it. No, I'm always conscious about my grip, okay? I'm always conscious about making sure that I'm doing things in a very natural way, the way my body wants to do things, okay? So, if you have any questions about that, please let me know. We're gonna get more into how to add the other fingers in another video, but this is the first thing I want you to do. If you're a beginner, please do this exercise, okay? Get a mirror and then put the sticks in your hand and do the exercises again, all right? Nature. That's what it's all about. All right, my friends, if you want to join the lesson site, it's there waiting for you. $200 gets you into the full year program. We have full email support, video reviews, and now I am doing individual hand consultation Skype calls, Skype or WhatsApp, whatever social media you use, we can do over video. I do hand consultations there. Why do I think that's necessary? Because a lot of guys are, even if you're studying rebound and you've been playing for a while, you have to reshape your hands and you need help. You can't do it on your own. You need help. You think I did it on my own? Man, I went to as many guys as I possibly could until it finally came together. All right, so if you want to talk about hand consultations, just write me here and we can wrap. If you want to join the website, remember, $200. Also, the Elite program is happening. I just finished with another student, my Elite program from Holland, and it's a great thing. So, hope to see you soon. Peace.